My wife is a professional ashawo. Part 3. For a while after that night in the hotel, Amina kept her promise. She deleted numbers, blocked contacts, stopped making excuses to leave home, and held on to me with a renewed love that felt raw and desperate, as if she knew I had given her a second chance that most men would never give. But what neither of us knew was that her past was not finished with her yet. It began with a phone call in the middle of the night, a man's voice on the other end saying, "Amina, you think you can disappear just like that? You owe me, and I always collect." She hung up in tears, but the calls kept coming, sometimes threats, sometimes mocking laughter, sometimes even pictures of her outside our house, proving they knew where we lived. I wanted to involve the police, but she begged me not to, saying these men were powerful and connected, and that exposing them might put both our lives in danger. For days we lived in fear, until one evening, as I returned from work, I found a sleek black car parked near our gate, and inside sat two men in suits, watching silently as if daring me to approach. My anger boiled over. I was tired of fear, tired of shadows, so I marched straight up to them and demanded they leave my wife alone, but they only smirked and handed me an envelope before driving off. Inside were photographs, Amina with them in compromising moments from her past work, proof that they had enough to ruin her reputation forever if she didn't return it to them. She broke down completely when she saw it, shaking, saying, "They won't stop until I give in," but I refused to let her fall again. That night I did something that surprised her more than anything else. I gathered all the evidence, every text, every photo, and I personally walked into a police station, ready to expose the men no matter how powerful they were, even if it meant my name and hers being dragged through shame. Amina clung to me, begging, "Please don't, they'll destroy us," but I looked into her eyes and said, "If we hide, we've already lost. If we fight, we have a chance." The investigation that followed was brutal. Our names made headlines, whispers filled the neighborhood, but in the end the men were arrested in a sting operation that exposed not just them but an entire ring of influential clients exploiting women under threats and debt. Yes, our marriage went through fire, our names carried scars, and society judged us, but Amina stood beside me, free at last from the chains of her secret life, grateful that when I could have abandoned her, I instead fought for her. And as we stood outside the courtroom hand in hand after the verdict, she whispered with tears in her eyes, "You didn't just save me, you saved my soul." In that moment, I knew that my choice to surprise her with love instead of hate had not only changed her life, but mine forever. This is where it ends. Subscribe to this channel for no reason.